What makes it my? I can't get you up my mind. I don't think that I'll be happy if you're not here by my side. I will make you feel alright. And I. Out of the way. That bitch is mine. I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
You and I.
Or not.
If the Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can...
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippei.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun, but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder. Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on... Nuh-uh! She lost to us! Paimon's not scared. Paimon's just, you know, a little concerned that she might be angry. Yeah, that's...
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liu as god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health,
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time.
don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. Speedy
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou if things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest. Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it,
thì
there's
cũng
only
đồng
one
tình là
person
sủi
who
hơi
might
nhiều
have the
nhưng mà
chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
thôi thì phải làm nhiệm vụ thì mới có nguyên thạch thôi chứ đói lắm rồi. Pro đi xong quả nhà hát chưa? Quả nhà hát cũng có quả ma vui đấy.
Another bad one?
Quả thần đồng lạ thế nhỉ?
Let me try again.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime.
Hình
So
như
I
là
suppose
hỏa
you're here just to
lôi
visit
với
me.
cờ thủy vậy.
What a smooth talker.
Mà mấy nguyên
Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help,
chưa chắc là
didn't
cần
you?
mượn đâu. Bởi vì mấy quả nguyên tố đấy thì tôi chắc là đi được. Đi full thì chắc là chưa đủ nhân vật nhưng mà chắc là mức 2 thì vẫn được.
Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you, and since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
Tôi cũng chưa đi thử nên tôi chưa biết là có cần mượn hay không. Cứ từ từ. Quả ma vui thì nhà hát cho mượn rồi. Còn quả dê lan thì thử cái đã. Để tôi test thử là có khó hay không đã rồi mượn sau nhé.
power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Hả? Nhà lữ hành chém cho Shogun yếu luôn á.
The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Thì ra quả danh hiệu gái quê là từ đây mà ra à? Trẻ con vãi nồi.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
Vậy làn pro khỏe vãi nổi ra chẳng gánh được. Quả chè làn pro còn gánh được cả hảo cảnh cơ mà. Khét lẹt lắm.
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already... I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will...
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Tích thổ cô độc.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places... Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stay... Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Đủ. Đi đi lại lại kìa. Xiang Linh đúng không? Xiang Linh Gaming, Yên San, còn có Sinh Kiêu. Con này đáng lên đúng không Apple? Con này làm DPS được không? Thấy cũng chơi quả trọng kiếm này. Trong thuyết nghe vẻ con này nó cũng không làm TBS được rồi. Quả đọc chiêu thức nó cũng 40 năng lượng. Thì đấy, đánh dấu hết rồi. Còn quả này sao? Cần build không? Còn quả này với quả này cần build không? Hai quả Rosa với cả Reup. Chắc hết rồi. Được. Thêm phát đánh dấu nữa. Rồi. Con này thì thôi à? Còn Fisher cũng hơi khó. Mà Fisher lên quả ma nữ xong thì sao? Quả Fisher với cả Scrot ấy, lên quả ma nữ có ok hơn không? Ok thì lên bọn này 70 xong đột phá hết cũng được mà. Cho quả Fish với cả sục lên ma nữ cái là lại khác biệt. 2 ma nữ cộng hưởng 2 ma nữ ngay. Thế là build lên vẫn không được à? Thì thôi vậy, ưu tiên sau. Khó vậy sao? Thế cũng hòm khá con rồi. Con này thiếu kẹo gì ta? Còn nhặt đồ nữa thôi. Con này đột phá thiếu kẹo gì? Farm cái này cũng hơi mệt. Cả một dàn support mà. Quả này gaming với cả xin chiêu hưởng hết. Cảm dàn harem. Rồi, đi tiếp. Đây đây. Đi lại mãi.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Thế này chắc con rối rồi.
Wait, no, it's us! We made a friends, didn't we? Also, we got in by total...
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am all...
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me...
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Thế là cốt truyện là nhà lữ hành phá hỏng con rối rồi à? The fuck? Ủa, lâu lắm không thấy lại. Hoang tàn. Ủa. Ê, cho đi khám phá đi. Nhưng không còn mặt trăng máu nữa này.
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that as I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some... That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've...
Huh?
I see. So the...
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's... Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, and who knows, a change of scene or...
You mean... leave the plane of Euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you...
Đúng là vợ đời đầu khác.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Nói xong hội thoại rồi chạy thôi. Okay.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I... The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the
Isn't the Shogun sick?
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna...
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here.
So, what do we do now? Should we go...
Why? It's not like I'm here.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Thật nào cũng không chơi Mora này thì chịu
People
rồi.
seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Ê, lôi thần đi hơi kỳ lạ nhá.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kinda like the odd one to have.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous, the focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think...
Why do I feel... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose.
A chance combination.
The almighty Shogun wants to try?
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating.
It's a little bit like porridge? Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Tongo milk must...
Well, I won't lie to you.
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a... I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual taste.
Ah, I see. Well...
No, almighty Shogun. That's too...
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dongo milk. Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself.
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Cái thế nhỉ? Tại sao nó lại không được ta? Nó cứ ngắt.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have...
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations, or...
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of straight...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax.
In principle, you're
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... okay then. Please, there are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing. Don't take them too seriously.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber? I know every individual word in these books' titles. Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Ông nào viết quả truyện này đấy? Phải cả truyền sinh này Hilichun.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of...
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? What's the point of that? Without be... Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with
Một cái quả
stories
tô
like
chuyển
these,
sinh để Hilichun
I don't
nó
even
là
know
tiểu
where to
thuyết á.
start.
The fuck? Phải nói đây chuyện ba xu chứ. Trời ơi.
I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories...
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Lừa rồi.
This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Câu chuyện tình yêu hỗn loạn tuổi thanh xuân của tôi vãi cả nồi ạ. Nam chính bình thường bị cuốn vào chuyện tình yêu với 7 cô thiếu nữ. 5 tô bún à? Phải khắc hài hước.
This is Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Right! Yeah, it's just the plot is really gripping.
Chuyển sinh phiêu lưu. Chuyển sinh thành... À đủ! Chuyển sinh thành Rider Shogun. Sau đó thiên hạ vô địch. Mà chịu rồi. Nam Trình đứng dưới cây núi.
With a premise like this, it's the one... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this...
Wow, chịu rồi. Này gián tiếp quảng cáo chuyện chung à? Đây chắc chắn là một tác giả chung chứ không phải tác giả Nhật đâu. Lừa lắm. Chỉ muốn viết tiểu hay à? Chưa từng dần hay à?
What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character's... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Everything is going smoothly.
Phải chụp đấy. Đâu nhỉ? Hình như không phải này. Đây.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him.
He's a fictional character. What about the antagonists, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the...
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I...
It doesn't seem... So what do you think of Yai Publishing? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was... In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an... But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eye.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some fresh... Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been... I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough.
Ooh, great idea!
Take a photo? Once again,
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we...
Bring it!
Shogun must have her reasons.
So...
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the... Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at...
Okay. So what exactly is striking a... Ah, I see. So in other words... the more I think about... How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This doesn't feel very... me. Is this okay? Alright. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. Okay? I'll try that. Alright. Well, I'll... casual. How about this? This feels quite natural. Alright. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. Casual. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this
Móa chụp xấu điên à. Đúng lúc A nhắm mắt luôn mà.
Take a look. Here's the photo.
Wow. This is... But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand. So, the one in this photo, are you sure if it's not me? Then why does she look...
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Hey, that's right!
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of
So then, who...
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this picture is what...
So even I... Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to everything I have encountered on... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things, and that means that we've done a really great job as her...
Master Kamaji! Master
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like...
Ipe, is that someone from the Tenryou
Yep, let's find out what's going on. Hey, Ipe, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry. He's not here at the moment, but...
It's okay. I'm not here to see him.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and but for some reason...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant...
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a... So, Master Kamaji decided to enter
Surely they would be discussing something like that.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little... The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I've searched all over the city. He really hasn't returned yet. Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my... No need. I'm probably just overthinking. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening.
Ủa, những khung hình nịnh mắt thế nhỉ?
With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This is...
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around and let me mark out the location of the base for you.
We should take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
The new book from Yai Publishing House. Come take a look.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look. The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
We should take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look. The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Shogun must have her reasons.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look. The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong here.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution.
Đây rồi. Đây à? Từ từ. Shogun dùng lôi thần dùng thương nữa. Sao mình nhớ là nó có cái kiếm gì cơ mà.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
Nhớ là có cái kiếm gì mà cũng concept mà. Lừa rồi. Hay lại giống quả chiêu ré. Một mình dùng hai vũ khí.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
Finally,
Why are they running? This is a burial commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Nào.
Azuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Này là kiếm này rồi. Cái dương thường.
Torn to oblivion.
Trong cốt truyện có cái thương này. Lạ thế nhỉ? Theo trí nhớ không được tốt lắm thì Raiden dùng kiếm mà ta.
going somewhere?
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
To the ferry.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Wait. Finally, let's get down to business. Boom. How's this?
May I present?
Torn to oblivion.
Say no more.
Illusion shattered.
Get down to business.
Mình để ý quả mấy nhát chém này nhiều sự tốt lắm.
Now you shall perish.
Mấy quả nhát chém nó cũng vũ trụ đấy. Mấy quả chém nó cũng animation vũ trụ các thứ đấy.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Nhiều quả chém. Nhìn ra hiệu vũ trụ đấy. Được. Không hổ là nhân vật mà mình xin. Được.
Here comes the cat.
This will do.
Gotcha. Now you shall perish.
Không được. Thôi chém tay luôn. Dùng chiêu bọn nó chết nhanh quá. Úi xổ. Quả này xong thêm quả bật quy của hỏa thần lên chắc là được đấy. Quy e hỏa thần.
It's Kujo Kamaji!
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of...
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the doc. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make... Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light? And
what are you talking about? You're not under...
I believe I now understand.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan.
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou Commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Yêu cầu khó thế.
Sorry, a duel with...
The first Tenryou Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally... Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply... Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet... Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me. Does not a single person...
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me,
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deed.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength...
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help, but if nothing else... And right here, right now in the Kujo clan, just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will, then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end this. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward.
Ơ, phang thật à?
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Thôi, khó rồi. Sao ai cũng bị thương ở mồm vậy? Thôi. À không, chưa thôi.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your response. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of it.
Yes, of course. I apologize.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the... However, following this duel, I have decided... In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan.
As you instruct.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of provide... You will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation. Come with me. Let's find...
Okay. Yeesh.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. He has shown me how some things remain the same, even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be... Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made... The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apology. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a...
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy... If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for... Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay. I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out. The only thing left to do is return the passport.
Did you know? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it.
Wow, kể khúc giữa à?
How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend that's the most important outcome of this trip.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven... Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip, and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said...
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems... But you don't belong to this world.
Bao nhiêu nguyên thạch? 60. Nghĩa là làm 3 cái nhiệm vụ mới được một roll đó. Con đường cơ cực quá. Thiên nữ. Ủa. Làm quả màn 2 phát cho liền mạch.
Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that...
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed. As ever, I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in a... The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this case is...
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts... You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say add... The sacred sakura's in... Keeping the sacred...
Thôi, nói đi, Paimon.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off. And not...
Ngắt lời hơi nhiều dỗi à? Khó cho Paimon thật.
They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Time to shine! Everybody stand back! Ha! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Let my name echo in song!
Vụ chỉ máu canh chứ.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Strike a pose!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on,
Chưa
travelers!
xong à?
Take them!
I'm going in! Time to shine!
Hả? Ê, mình đánh được. Mình đánh được bạn ơi.
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun?
Cũng không tệ lắm.
No! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryu Commission crisis.
Khoảng 2 phút trước.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. Since then, every time...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being...
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here. or I happen to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left.
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are but rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even... So you've heard of it, too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, but an excess of caution is not unwarranted.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Hả? Là sao? Sao lại có dấu chấm kìa? Ở đâu? Mũi tên. Dẫn đường à? May quá, không phải giải đố.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Cái gì đây? Cây linh hồn của Avatar.
But why would they appear here?
Sẽ còn lưu
Let's
trữ
search
ký ức
the
của
area.
Tiết này.
Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are...
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it.
But look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the show. You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze. There are no monsters. Nor is there any...
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes. We thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin.
Đừng nói là
understand
cái
what
đảo
that
sương
was
mù
all
là
about, but somehow Paimon feels
toàn
all
chứa
sad
cái
and
nhựa cây này nhé.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk, and an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words,
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it.
So, Inazuma was attacked?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to the... Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. But also, just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps, as Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored the warriors of the past who spilled your blood on this land. Your nobles, I will never forget you. And
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage.
Cái này công nhận là cốt truyện ma thần của Inazuma bị cụt thật. Rõ ràng cái phần bổ sung này nó làm sâu sắc hơn rất nhiều ấy.
As expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Shine down! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are...
makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely... Hey, The same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama? Is that...
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master, though blind. Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, they have fought their way this... Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly... People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on. But me, I have no such thoughts. And I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless...
Perhaps you are...
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled... Oh, goodness me. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea? I hope...
Can't see a tea...
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a...
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no.
This place is... complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't...
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the...
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must...
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. but he always acted as if he was complete. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto had...
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the full... Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcome. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are... I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of... Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive... But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I just...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return.
Okay. Rồi, hết thời gian rồi.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long.
So we didn't even have a chance to say...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of... I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even... Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Konria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was old. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. It was too late. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind.
Oh.
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness.
That's quite a story.
Đây nguồn gốc của tĩnh tâm mà.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as in the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monster.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. And I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in...
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was all... And also, my mind was so I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Có khi nào
Yeah.
không? Đây. Hả? Là sao?
Bring it.
Đây. Nó đi xuống chứ. Ủa, to thế.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright?
Fear not. Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Gì đây? Lôi thần bị điện giật á.
I'm fine. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Đấy, định thần
Shine
mãi.
down.
Ơ kìa, cứ định thân mãi vậy.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. Just take. We'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
Có khi cái cây là hóa thân của Makoto thật đấy.
Feeling a little.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
Don't.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to... If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
Sao lại biến mất nhỉ?
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Everybody stand back! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Ôi dồi ôi, nó giật. Ôi dồi ôi. Ôi dồi ôi.
Here comes the catch.
Ôi dồi ôi, đủ lại rồi.
Really? I'm going in!
Ôi rồi.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Các anh lính ơi, đừng múa nữa. Các anh cứ đứng không vậy.
Time to shine. Teamwork is dreamwork. Hear the echoes of the valley.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was true. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they... Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Ina.
When everyone sees the
Well, What?
We will stay here and guard against the month. We are brothers in arms.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we... But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place...
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to me.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. With you leading us, we will claim back everything.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling, the result being that in the centuries, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is... I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first, but what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's... He looks calm on the outside. She seems to have changed a lot. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why? What's in...
A battleground.
Hả? Sao khó hiểu vậy? Đa nhân cách à? Sao vậy? Không cử động được xong rồi cô ấy... Còn này sao đây? Quả hoa cây này nhìn y hệt như ở Not Right ạ. Đừng lệch. Ok. Vào trong này à? Rồi lấy cái gì vào? Tụi tao lấy cái gì vào? Ở kìa. Chơi cái này. Không à? Cái thế. là trên này có nhỉ.
Bring it.
Trên này à?
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my... It looks like she will no longer allow...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she?
Nghĩa là cái thân xác này không phải là thân xác của A à? Là thân xác của Makoto à? Còn nếu thế thì sao Makoto lại phản ứng dữ dội thế? Thế thì sao Makoto lại phản ứng dữ dội? Là sao? What the?
Whoa. This place...
Không chỉnh được góc nhìn rồi. Vãi nồi đấy.
Look, it's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within. But it is... Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
À, tức là tạo ra nhân cách thứ hai nữa. Để mà...
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors. And the dialogue...
Wait!
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body, as she indicates. Once I started entertaining the idea, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not a showdown with...
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive and it inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. Every action under determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no... You wish to make yourself... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Thế tức là A tạo, nó là tạo ra một con rối mà thực ra lại là một cách khác, sử dụng chung một cơ thể.
There is no escape. The eye sweeps the land. Inazuma shines eternal. The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Now you shall perish. Your verdict is decided. Illusion shattered. Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Inazuma shines eternal. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Torn to oblivion.
Ơ kìa.
Strike dead. There is no escape. Weak. Pathetic.
Ê, không ấy cho một tí Suina hồi máu coi.
Erase all threats. The eye sweeps the lands. Inazuma shines eternal. I shall not fall here. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has... But how long can your whip...
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's.
Then, does that mean this is gonna...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a... If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
Chứ lâu quá.
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practice. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This
Nhưng mà
is
bạn
my
hút tôi vào đây luôn rồi mà. Ơ kìa.
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
À, xin lỗi, nhưng mà không ấy cho mình quay lại được không? Nói lố rồi, cho quay lại được không?
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm.
À, nếu như xét về tính cá nhân thì mình chọn cô Lum nhé. Đang chuẩn bị sính lễ đây. Muốn rước lắm nhưng mà chúng ta phải cày không?
Someone's not
Phải
in
rất
the
cày
best
đấy.
moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep...
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't... Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can... You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Quả lồng giọng của Yameko được quá nhỉ? Từ từ, quên đường. Hình như dưới này đúng không? Vẫn dưới. Đây rồi.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact space...
So, it's abstract?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your... This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your...
What? Alright, well, I might stay here then.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal? Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I see. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter in. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens.
Nghe nó cũng...
I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Ok. Mà quả diễn viên lồng giọng Yameko hay phết. Tôi xin không làm Rider Shogun.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Tóc phát sáng luôn mà.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And
Đấy năm.
how come you have not changed? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost. And never have you shown the slight. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years. Final duel? Stand back, traveler.
Ủa,
I'm going to be the start
quả
of
tóc
something
nêu thế
new.
nhở? Quả tóc chơi của đèn neon đấy.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Ủa.
The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will sufficient to penetrate minds and crush spirits. Yes, you have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity. Illusion shattered. There is no fate. It is in my hand.
Ulti tao đâu?
The will I carry within
Là
me
sao?
will never be eroded nor destroyed.
Phải nhảy hả?
This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about
Quả
the
AI
future.
này biết từ bỏ
And
cửa.
you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my... And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and
Quả kiếm này là
unfamiliar
của
power.
Makoto, còn quả đao là của E à?
This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power
nó giải thích được là
when
tại
I
sao.
truly understand. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rule. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like the... Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of it. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness, but it is you who must take the most important
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really?
Cây anh đào thần à?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, A.
Má mày sao lag đúng cái đoạn cảm động ạ? Cay tinh à? Đoạn đang cảm động thì nó lại lag. À, cay thế.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well,
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would like...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. But you've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I...
Ugh. Now we see who's
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving... And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't... At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed... Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time,
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when my first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back. I have to say, This has reminded me once again just how brilliant. She even factored my immaturity. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only...
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
Giờ đến đây mới là hoàn thiện cốt truyện của Inazuma à?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
Anh đào mơ mộng. Thế là tại sao nhở? Biết là có yếu tố thời gian rồi nhưng mà lại không phải theo một dòng thời gian à? Cùng lắm cứ coi cái không gian kia là
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose
theo một
from.
đường thẳng là
Need me to come up with some for you?
như là hố đen, nó luôn luôn tiến về trước mà bóp méo thời gian lại đi thì thêm giải thích được, nhưng mà tưởng tương lai chồng quá khứ á. Khó hiểu nhỉ? Thôi, bỏ đi, nghỉ đi, cũng 10 giờ 10 rưỡi rồi.